So at the end of the last video we had it so that when we click play, this red sphere did a whole bunch of spawning stuff and we got lots of red spheres, which was progress. But it's kind of bizarre that we get all these spheres all over here. We have no control over the position. That's bad. We need control over the position. So let's do that. So I had a quick glance at the documentation. Now the documentation isn't always that useful. It can be useful though to look at the examples that they often include. It's got an example we're going to come to ourselves in a bit, which is we're going to fire these things when we click a button, but not yet. So in this documentation it says that we as well as just instantiating it, we can also instantiate it with a position and a rotation. So let's do that. So in the script we're going to give it a position, and the easiest position we can give it is our own position, transform.position, and that's the position that we are currently in. And let's do transform.rotation as well. Now this is not ideal either, but let's try it, and then we can learn from the experience. So waiting for it to just update, and let's go. So remember, this is spawning a red sphere exactly where we are. Are we ready? Are we ready yet, Unity? Are we awake? Okay, so this is problematic because as we're spawning all of these things directly on us, the physics of them is pushing us away. So we're kind of flying up in the air with all these spheres being... this is bad. This is really bad. We can't do this. Let's stop that. Let's do better. I know from experience that that kind of thing happens, and I've done this thing before. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spawn it a little bit in front of us, because we could just like squeeze it off to one side, but I want it always in front of me. So I know that I can put it in transform.forwards. That's the position that the camera is currently facing, and that will be 1 meter in front of us no matter which way we're facing. And I just did this a minute ago, and I found that transform.forward 1 meter in front was not quite enough. I needed to double it and make it 2 meters in front. So transform.forward times 2, save that, back to Unity, wait patiently while Unity works out what on earth it's doing. Click that play button, wait patiently while Unity works it out. So there we go, it's spawning all these balls in front of me. It still is slightly problematic, but yeah, I guess it's doing kind of what I want. I'm going to stop that, and just because it's a little bit out of control, I'm going to go back to this example here, scroll down, 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 and I'm going to use this if input.get button down equals fire. This is a very common thing that we just copy and paste from examples, but you have to be really careful about copying and pasting. So you can see it says if input.get button down fire one, which is left mouse button, or control it seems, whatever. Then it does all of this lot, but you'll notice the curly brackets, and I've talked in class about how important these are. This curly bracket opens, this curly bracket closes. So all of this lot, all of this code here only happens if this thing is true, if we've clicked the fire button. So I'm going to copy those bits, but I'm going to remember and put in the other bracket, the closing bracket. So Control C, back to my script, right here, Control V, and the closing bracket there. So if I click fire, it's going to shoot that. Let's see if that does what I think it's going to do. Is it? Unity, wakey wakey. I think it just like reloads the script and all the other stuff whenever you change the script. Right, so nothing's happening right this second. Click the fire button. Oh, I've got to... It's quick. Yeah, that's kind of working. If I hold down control, yeah, it turns out control does do it as well. Now all the balls are spawning on top of each other, so as soon as you spawn two balls together, you can see the physics engine just spews them apart. But we're getting somewhere. You know, when I click a button, I get what I want. That's good, isn't it? I think we'll leave that video there for now. That's a nice point to be at. Next video, we're going to shoot it forwards. So when we click it, we're going to apply a bit of physics and it will go